Welcome back to another pick a card reading here on my YouTube channel, Into the Light. Thank you so much for being here today and clicking on this video. So today's pick a card reading is going to be about your love life a year from now. So what's happening in your love life 1 year from the time that you watch this video. So this is completely timeless. Whenever you watch this, still this is your love life a year from now. Okay, so we have 3 piles to choose from today. We have pile 1 with the carnelian, pile 2 with the sunstone, and pile 3 with the amethyst crystal. So those are your 3 piles to choose from today. Think about the question, where will I be with my love life a year from now? And let your intuition guide you to your pile of choice. All right, so without further ado, we're going to get started with the carnelian crystal. You can find your timestamps in the comment section or in the description box below. Okay, so let's get started. Alright, so if you have chosen the carnelian crystal, you found yourself to your reading. So, your love life a year from now. What's that going to look like? Let's figure it out. So first card we have is the 8 of Pentacles. We have the 4 of Cups. And we have the 2 of Wands. We have Scurrying Mirror, Shadow. And then for your Lenormand, we have the Key. We also have the Lilies. And we also have the Sun. All right. So your love life a year from now. So, I feel like a year from now, your love life, you're probably going to be in a relationship with someone, all right? And you've been really working hard on this relationship, trying to make things work, trying to see if, things will change, things will be different, okay? I feel like you guys are really caring people, right? And you do not give up on anyone. Like, you don't just let people go really quickly, especially people that you get really close with. Like if it's a stranger, maybe that's a different story. But someone that you get close with, someone that you're like in love with, someone that you're maybe best friends with, you give these people a lot of chances, right? With the 8 of Pentacles showing up here, this just shows to me that you're working really hard on a connection, right? You're trying to get down to the nitty-gritty. You are super dedicated. You are patient with the production. And with the 4 of Cups, this is just showing me that emotionally, you just felt like, maybe this isn't the right thing for me. Maybe I've been putting so much focus into this, so much work into this that, now I'm not too sure if I want to do this emotionally because I've drained myself out, physically, putting so much effort into it. Because even if you look at this, it's like there's 2 trees here. Both people are under these trees. One is working away really, really hard, and then the other, scenery you see here is, it's dark and cloudy. The trees are getting old. It's like you put so much work into something that now you're like, I'm not too sure if this is what's right for me. With the 4 of Cups, this is like a pause. Looking at everything that you've done, looking at, the work that you put into your relationships that you've had. And the 4th cup up here that Spirit's trying to give to you here is showing me that Spirit's trying to get you to, reevaluate your situation and follow something that is more true to you. Okay? If you're putting in so much work into an effort into a relationship and you're not seeing much coming out of it, maybe this is time for change. Because I see you guys as very abundant, very hardworking. You guys literally don't need a partner in your life. Like, you do want a partner, yes, but it's like you don't really need one because you're so strong and self-sufficient, right? On your own, okay? But here it's like maybe things were getting really repetitive and you're thinking like it's time to move on. And that's why I see the 2 of Wands here. It's like kind of trying to discover like different kind of options, where else you can be, what else you can do with your life, okay? It's like having that courage. You guys are stepping into your personal power and having that courage to, get back out in the world again. So I feel like possibly you're in a relationship And, as I said, you're putting so much effort, you're putting so much work and time into it. You're not feeling fulfilled emotionally, you're feeling drained. And then, you're going to step out back into the dating world, okay? Back into the dating scheme. Dating scene. Yeah. So, and I feel like as well, the Two of Wands being the outcome, it's like now you have that um, you have that knowledge to back you up of what you really want to see in a relationship, what you want to bring into a relationship. So your perspective is a lot more wider, but you're also showing someone that you mean business, that when you're in a relationship with someone, there has to be that balance here. Okay? Yeah. With the scurrying mirror shadow, so this is what it looks like here. Showing to you up close and personal. So with this being here, the scurrying mirror, this just shows that there was something that you may have been avoiding. And it's like looking through the mirror, looking down, maybe even at yourself, and really get face to face with that thing you've been avoiding, especially with the Four of Cups being there. You may have been putting so much work into something and you're avoiding your own emotional needs, right? So with this being here, it's like really there's nothing to fear, right? And the whole like light cannot exist without the dark. And when you recognize that, when you recognize the dark spots, then you can have that duality of the light and dark together. And honestly, you'll be able to see like how beautiful you are. You have to accept every single experience that you've been through, right? To acknowledge that we can't just be all light without dark. We can't be all good without bad, right? So it's like getting to know your shadow side, acknowledging your shadow side, right? And knowing your full potential. And again, with the Two of Wands here and this showing up, it's like it takes a really, big skill to observe what you've been through, what you want, observe your experience, and to acknowledge that, when the situation happened in your life, how did you deal with it? Acknowledge that the things that you went through these were lessons for your personal growth. Okay. So I feel like by next year you're going to really step into your shadow work as well, doing your healing, things that you've been avoiding. And by knowing yourself fully, you'll have the strength and the energy to increase your personal power with that Two of Wands and take on the world, right? With the key, the lilies and the sun. Beautiful outcome here. Beautiful. Um, this combination here together is showing me that you've unlocked both your light and your dark side. You've unlocked, your true potential. You understand the importance of the duality in all that you do. And you've opened your eyes from something that was hiding, from you. And you're so much more mature now, right? You've grew and you became wiser and wiser. And with the sun here, this is showing me you guys are going to have a really great partnership coming out of this, right? Because you've learned, you've done the work, because you don't want to keep on stepping into relationships where you're putting in 100 and your partner isn't, or you feel overly drained because you're working so hard on this relationship and your other person isn't, right? So that's what I'm seeing here. You have this maturity. You have very pure intentions, right? You know, you know what you can bring to the table. With the sun here, this is happiness, this is success. This is what's coming out of all of this, all right? What else do I see here? I feel like you guys are going to end up with again, like maybe a mature woman or a mature man, because the lilies is also about maturity, age, so it can be someone older than you. And the sun is about, is a masculine energy. Doesn't have to be, because the lily is also feminine. So like, you can end up with someone that's very mature, right? Let's see. You can have a very like passionate relationship with someone that turns out very serious. Okay. Um, yeah. I feel like you're definitely going to have a happy relationship in the end of all of that. Okay. So hopefully you enjoyed that reading. If you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye now. Hey everyone, so if you have chosen the Sunstone Crystal, you found your way to your reading, so your love life a year from now. Let's see what's gonna happen, what's gonna take place. Okay. So first card we have here is the Ten of Pentacles. Awesome. We have the Nine of Cups. And we have Judgment. Next we have Water, Cleansing. Then for your Lenormand, we have the Woman. If you hear any jingling, it's my bracelets, by the way. We have the Bear, and we have the Dog. Okay. So your love life a year from now. Okay. So I'm definitely seeing that you guys are going to be in a partnership, very stable partnership, that you don't have to worry about money, honestly. With the Ten of Pentacles, this is like a family that's wealthy, okay? You guys might even be, especially with the Nine of Cups here, like, so basically this is telling me that if you wish to be engaged a year from now, it will happen. If you wish to be married a year from now, it will happen. If you wish to be with the person on your mind today, that will happen, okay? And not only are you getting that emotional satisfaction, you know, that sensual satisfaction, but you're also getting that financial security, that stability to back it up with, okay? So that's what I'm seeing there. So definitely a year from now, you guys are going to feel like pretty on top of the world because you've reached a goal that you wanted to attain in your life, and you did that within a year, you know? So that's really quick, like very fast, that you might even be like a little bit overwhelmed just because, but overwhelmed with like happiness, not overwhelmed with like stress. All right. What else here? But yeah, with the Ten of Pentacles, this is a good life, right? This is security. This is permanence. I feel like as well, like people don't really talk about it as much, but this is also emotional and spiritual security here, not just financial, right? Yeah. And this is a long lasting security that even like if you have children within the next year or, you know, even after that, your children are going to be able to take that, you know, financial security that you had, right? So it's going to be passed on. Okay. Nine of Cups, like the relationship that you're in is very fulfilling. All right. People look at your relationship and just get a little bit jealous, you know, but they're like happy for you. Right? Because you're just sitting there with all of that, all of your wishes fulfilled. You're living a good life. Okay. Some of you might even want to start something where you're showing, you know, your lifestyle, okay? Especially like if you have like a family life. I know some people like to do like family type vlogs, or you might make a blog about, you know, being a mom or getting engaged or whatever, you know, just sharing something that you've done, especially with Judgment here. There's something that you need to share to the world, or might feel like you need to share to the world because You've gained all this success really quickly. You had your wishes come through, all of your manifestations come through. You might even talk about the law of attraction to other people, might start like a book or something like that. Because you have all of this, it's like why not like share to people how you attained this, or why not share your story of how you got here, right? Okay. Especially like when you do get all of your wishes, come true, and you have that wish fulfillment, you have that satisfaction, what are you going to do? Right? Are you going to be really indulgent? Are you going to be really full of yourself and your achievements that you can't understand why people haven't gotten to the place that you have? Because everyone's experience is different, right? And that's something that we need to acknowledge here. Okay. Definitely with your love life a year from now, you're going to have a lot of sexual satisfaction too. Your person is going to fulfill all of your needs, and you don't even have to worry about that. Like, you're going to be good. Especially the way that in this cup, the Nine of Cups card, how she's a little bit more full bodied. And even with the traditional Rider Waite tarot, the person is a little bit bigger. And, with, being bigger here is like just showing that happiness. Having that bigger build, you like is showing that you're happy. So maybe a year from now, you might get a little bit thicker, but you're gonna be happy, and that's like always a good sign. Okay, just throwing that out there. Especially as well with the Judgment. Lastly, just before we move on, there's something that you're making a decision about. You're facing a fact of something. Like, as I said, you might want to share to the world about how you got where you were, or, sharing your law of attraction, manifestation stories, or you might even just, do something like family vlogging or whatever, something like that. But it's like you're sharing something with the world. Okay? As well, if you like with your partnership, there could be something like you guys have attained a lot within a year with you and your partner, and it moved really quickly. So with Judgment here as well, it's like you and your partner needing to find things that you both love and both enjoy together. Okay, like facing the facts of something. Okay, like maybe your partner and you have like been focusing so much on what's next and attaining a different next goal. Maybe you've been focusing so much on like finding a house and making sure you have enough space for your kids and all of that, just things like that. Maybe you guys have been planning, especially for you guys that want to be engaged, maybe you guys have been planning for a wedding, and it's like taking up a lot of space and kind of creating a little bit of distance between your relationship. So Judgment is like you guys needing to take a break and take time for yourself. All right, now with Water, cleansing here, definitely you guys have been putting a lot of work into your family life, into your relationships, into your love life, that it's time to fix those priorities and take some time to yourself as well. Okay, this is about cleaning up your act. And if you've ever been affected by any worries or doubts, cleansing is showing that you need to wash away that pollution that you may be drowning in. Okay, maybe you guys are maybe emotionally overwhelmed because so many different things have taken place in your life. Like, things have moved really quickly, especially with the Nine of Cups. Like, you may have asked for something and then you get it and it's like, whoa. That's why some people say like be careful what you wish for, because it's like you want that wish, but you're going to have to change your life around just a little bit so you can have that in your life. So you might feel like, ooh, maybe I'm moving too quickly, like I'm a little worried. Some people get really worried, especially like when they're about to get married. They get really worried that was this the right decision, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And it's not because they don't, love their partner, but just because it's like emotionally overwhelming, right? So if you have those doubts that are kind of draining your view, that's something that needs cleansing here. And I feel like you guys too are very sensitive with this group. Possibly a lot of people in this group that have chosen, really empathic. So you're also being asked to, protect your sensitivity and to protect your psychic awareness. Okay? Make sure that you keep on checking yourself. Like, keep yourself in check. For some of you as well, I feel like, especially with this under the Ten of Pentacles, maybe you and your family or your spouse, you like to be by the water because there's someone else there too. So maybe you guys like to go spend time by the water, by the sea. So maybe that's going to be something that you do as a family to help, keep everyone relaxed. With the woman, the bear, and the dog, this is like especially more so showing that you're going to have a new responsibility in your life that you're going to be very loyal and committed to, whatever that responsibility might be. It could be just being really loyal to your partner, or if kids are in the picture, being loyal to those kids. And if you have like animal babies, like if you have like a dog or a cat, like those are your babies. So being loyal to your pets and being there for your little furry friends and stuff. So yeah, that could be another responsibility. Okay. Maybe your partner could have like a child of their own, and you're going to be like a new step parent to that child, something like that. There's just a new responsibility here that you're very loyal to. But it's like you're so loyal to everyone around you. Make sure that you're taking time for yourself. Okay? So that's what I got for you guys that chose pile 2 with the Sunstone Crystal. If you enjoyed that reading, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye now. Alright, so if you have chosen the Amethyst Crystal, you found your way to your reading. So, your love life a year from now. Let's figure out what's going to happen. Okay. So first card we have here is the Star. We have the Three of Wands. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Next we have Watchtower of the North, Winter. Then for your Lenormand, we have the Tower. Oh, so 2 towers there. We have the Broom. And we also have the Rider. Okay. So your love life a year from now. Seeing 111 down here. Let's fix these a little bit. Alright. So your love life a year from now, what's going to happen? What will be taking place? Let's see. I feel like for this group, it's possibly a lot of healing needing to take place. Okay, maybe you guys recently got out of a relationship, or possibly, you've been on your own, you've been surviving, doing your own thing, and you realized, like, I want to do something different in my life. I want something new in my life. You have like an idealization of maybe a goal, maybe a person. Maybe you're trying to find more trust with relationships, with getting into relationships, being in relationships. But you have like an ideal type of love, an ideal type of relationship that you want to manifest in your life. And you're having this optimistic attitude, okay? So yeah, with us being here, I'm seeing that there will be success in love, but it's like a year from now, you're trying to figure out who is the right one. Possibly if you are already in a relationship, you guys can be trying to work through things together. All right, maybe there's something that you want to see in the relationship. You want to, grow with the relationship, but you haven't spoken to your partner about it. So this is you kind of letting your partner know, like, hey, like things haven't been, the same. How do we fix this? Okay. Maybe you want to do more adventurous things with your partner here, if you will be in a relationship at this time. Maybe you're asking your partner to be more open, have more open perspective on things. Okay? But if not, I do see this as you guys trying to explore the scene again, trying to get back out there. Right? Yeah. I feel like within a year from now, you're reflecting on what is best for you, what is right for you, especially in terms of relationships, but also with yourself. Like, who do you see yourself being with? I feel like with this group, you want someone that helps you grow, and you want someone that is very knowledgeable and can teach you new things. I feel like in like the financial area, you're totally fine. That's good. But you want a partnership that is really mentally stimulating, and also someone that you can be really adventurous with. Someone that is open for new opportunity. Okay? So I feel like, especially with Three of Wands, you're going through some sort of plan. Maybe you're trying to plan something out. Maybe you want to take a trip somewhere and you're hoping that maybe on this trip you'll find someone, possibly. Okay? However, with the Nine of Pentacles here as an outcome, maybe you guys will find yourself needing or wanting to be more independent. Okay? And you're fine with being independent until you find the person that is right for you. Okay? You're in control of your own life, control of your own situation. You just want to make sure that the person that you're with aligns with your values, aligns with your goals. Okay? So with the tower here, Watchtower of the North, and then there's another tower. So this is some heavy symbolism here. So let's see what this can possibly mean here. Well, for this card in this deck, this one's talking about there's something that you might need assistance with in your home life. Okay, there's so many birds outside here around. Maybe you might be reaching out to people for help. Maybe you might be spending more time with people so you can actually make new connections here. Okay. With winter here, winter is about like all the snow. It's about freezing out any unwanted expectations, any behaviors or situations that you've been holding on to. Letting the cold kind of strip that away to freeze that out, right? Again, with you trying to figure out who aligns with you and what relationship is best for your, well-being, best for your intellectual stimulation. Someone that can be adventurous with you. Right? But as well, I feel like maybe there's something you need to surrender, something you need to release. And once you do, you're going to feel really happy with yourself, very fulfilled. Okay? Whatever you're releasing, the rewards are going to be very, very beautiful, very big. Yeah. Because at the end of winter, as spring starts and things are blossoming, things are blooming. If you, withstand that storm, if you got through it, then you're going to, receive rewards, which is the Nine of Pentacles here. Maybe you reached out for help with something. And you decided to maybe go your own way, explore your own options. You release something through, that healing here. Maybe your reward is financial security, and maybe you'll travel because you have that financial security. Okay. With the tower and the broom, which is traditionally the whip, but in this deck it is the broom. So this whole thing is just showing me that, because the tower is like you're locked away. It's like you're locked away from something. Maybe you're following your own rules, which is like good. This is great. But maybe there's something that you were avoiding. That's why with the winter card here, this is about like, taking that time inside to like heal and strip away those, negative behaviors, thought patterns, situations, people, you know? Because again, with the tower, there is also that sense of feeling a distance, like distancing. Even with the Three of Wands, I feel like a distance here. So maybe you've been distancing yourself from people. Maybe you've been leaving, people out in the cold. Maybe giving people some silent treatment, and it's like you're realizing that's something that I need to deal with, that I need to heal from. Okay, that's why I see with the Three of Wands, like this is like you going through that healing phase. And then the Three of Wands is like getting back out there. You've got rid of all of that baggage, the negative patterns that you had, and you're being rewarded by spirit for this. So again, that's kind of being repeated down here. And it's like with the broom, it's like you're sweeping away that frame of mind. You're sweeping away, shutting out other people and all of that. Maybe if you had any conflicts with other people, dealing with that, saying your sorries, making your amends. Okay, and with the rider, this is a new beginning, starting something new again, being able to get back out there, being able to explore options again. Okay, maybe you guys were in a situation that caused you to, go through that whole healing process. Maybe at this time you're going through a dark night of the soul. And that's why you're kind of like away for a little bit, like kept your distance. But 111 here, like showing up, is like you're manifesting something new, something beautiful in your life. Yeah. So hopefully you understood that. Hopefully you picked that up. There was a lot going on in this group. So if you like this reading, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye now.